Hey guys. Welcome to episode number 40 this week. So, see if I can get my voice see if it's in the right direction. Okay, there we go. Welcome to episode number 40 this week for, Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Gates. Since, I think we've reached the, the limit or the, pretty much the other trajectory or the advantage.
And pink waving.
Hold on, let me get everything scattered here. But other than that, guys, welcome to episode number 40 this week. For now, and 40 plus in between. Today is February 25th, 2025. But other than that, guys, I still not having a good night's sleep yesterday. Nothing else would really be finding its way or finding its progression. I do know everything else still sounds the same as far as what we can, involve or just to be open and honest in between. But other guys, I had a good night's sleep yesterday, and nothing else would really be, so pro-roll, or, we're gonna stay focused between eye to eye, or anything else from time to time. Keep anything moved, or not exactly, drawing the attention otherwise. But it's something that may or may not want to add in return. Excuse me. Nothing else would really be, in possession or pretty much taking an opportunity at a time or not exactly rushing it. Excuse me. But how is everyone this morning? I told you guys I would be back in something dry and clean. But like I said, we finally had state seal practice during the last couple of weeks since, you guys understand, my butt had to work for a while. I've been doing those 2 weeks, and overall it was good in general, and, just get a, current direction, current mindset, and also establishment. Just to see exactly where we're at. Just to be open and honest otherwise. But if you guys recall, we still have a couple weeks to go. And by the time we get to Columbus, nothing else will really be, be self-esteem or self-challenged. But I do know, according to any request that's on the table, or pretty much anything else out of town, March 7th is the only day between that month, before the end of the first quarter, every 3 months every year. That one is still in that position and also in that plan. But nothing else would really get lost up in between or looking to refresh and whatnot. As long as we know exactly what it is and what we're planning to do. But other guys, I had a good night's sleep, and was a lot of us summoned me for our future, and it's still been a long time between the other. Let's see what we can really take in and soak right in the system. But nothing else would really stand tall or have something wet and dry. Go from one side to the other side of it. And I'm still dropping on followers mostly, and it's not exactly in a funny, critical condition. Just to keep everything lined up and also, having a lot of progression. But, it's still been quiet some time, or have something more equal, and, try to have more civilization and, see what we can probably do. And if you guys remember what we did last time, I was looking up a couple things up, but not as much. To see what if there's any hunts we can probably take on, or I know some of them are not exactly that hard, as far as I can see it. But I do know we are off to a slow start for now. Like some of my followers have still been dropping mostly, but if we can still have a Lawrence helping me, like a Lawrence serving, that would do it. You never know. But it has been quite, it's been quite the ride. It's been quite the time. I did receive a couple of things over the weekend. So what I did exactly accept or obtain, if you will, is a Guys' King and your final boss. I did obtain, between half and half of my tax return and what's. If you talk about the biggest amount, that's back there. If you're working hard at one job, maybe like 2 jobs somewhere. You do it because it's driven. You want to add much more to your income and pretty much itself and anything else alone. So it does bring something together. Do what we can for one another. But other than that, everything else has been good. I stayed to practice yesterday, and like I said, we're only 2 weeks away until we get pressing the damn competition. By the time we get to March 7th, so just don't have to really be, not going to be able to start completely. Before we get ahead of ourselves today, guys, between our media, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, exciting, largest, beautiful power of our community. Do what we can for one another, and do what we can to really, bring some else in hand.
Hello, Jack.
Do what we can that's more important for us, to yourselves, to a lot of people. Making sure we have something to think about, and look at, and also, do what we can maybe do. It's like what's easier said than done. What's done is done. That's all I can take.
Nice.
As SS Kitson, make a love shout out to you. So how you doing? Or my brother, or whatever it could be called. Yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning. One of the biggest, strongest, exciting, beautiful, exciting, largest, strongest power of our community. Do what we can for one another, and do what we can probably handle. You guys understand too, we are still at 615 mods right now, we're still at the save haven, and we're still in control, as it is. Guys, as long as we bring everybody together, do what we can for each other, all you guys need to do is connect it. Like, share, follow, and comment. Like, share, follow, and comment, guys, as much as anything else. As long as we matter to one another, and do what we can probably criticize. And find ourselves in the end. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for joining me this morning while we bring our YouTube accounts together, our social media, and yes, guys, our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. It's been now Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube only. Between those 3 apps, between the parameters, and do what we can between our media. When we serve, we're active, staying alive, and looking at the eyes of the Lord. We have guys like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and so much more. Like I said, like it, share, comment, and follow when we can. And as long as we know what we can do, let's do better and better each time. But back to what I was saying, guys, safety practice overall was good. I got introduced to really do something with, between the others going in Columbus here today. I'm going in to March 7th by then. Just to see what we can really work on and, to keep everything else under control. Guys, protect our sport and, see what it really is. But as far as anything else goes, I actually did get introduced to really get back to using a megaphone this week. I've been coming up yesterday, so, and I do want to add, most of that has been, it's good to have the megaphone with me. because anytime we want to try to get people's attention, get the fans' attention, you know, if we're looking to do anything with cheerleading, bowling, what's I'll get the bowling in just a little bit, but I do know if you're looking to do something much more fun with a megaphone, get the fans, so you guys get the fans going, or the you know, do something with the other. It's like just being yourself, just doing what you're able to do, just to protect our sport. And so you got friends and family with you, and you know, do anything that's going to add up mostly. I mean, you do what you do, and like I say, you do it because it's rhythm. I mean, I'm sorry that chat has been slow. Chat has been pretty damn slow, but not exactly solid. What's up, Kevin? Mega love shout out. Yeah, make a love shout out, guys, to our brother Kevin. How are you, sir? You guys can see my voice is still going to be quiet and quiet, mostly. As long as I'm not watching First Take from a different perspective. But it can be anything. People from LA, Japan, loves, make love shout out. Thank you guys so much for coming by today. I mean, I won't forget what you guys done for me today. As long as I'm not dressed as Liam Neeson. That's one actor to a character to the next. Yeah, guys, we went to Love and I had a couple hours yesterday. You know, it was nice. It wasn't cold and tired. It was just it was really nice out here in the state of Ohio, here in the United States. So during this time, after state cheer practice, I walked her back home at the end of the night, and making sure everything else was not exactly frozen, just to make sure we're not getting anything else to really you know, just to really bring to the table. But everything else was good. You know, it's good to have a megaphone back in my hands. Maybe have something much more clearer.
Help me earn $10, Jack.
So basically, guys, what we're trying to do, as this kitchen says, help me earn $10. I really need it. Well, I have more than that. I'm not going to say very much about that, though. I mean, it's a long story between anything private or public. You know, just to be open and honest on the opposite side. But as far as anything else would go, as long as people don't have to really get blamed or, you know, get any statistician going on or whatever. Doesn't take much to really, you know, stand and also be, you know, be a one thing in between. So. Hold on, let me get something going. Okay, there we go. Well, like I said, yeah, guys, on March 7th, we're gonna be taking on Columbus, and whatever happens, we're gonna go out there, give it all we got, and I do mean, guys, give it all we have. And so we have a lot of energy, and I'm just gonna say this: anyone who does love any single state when it comes to cheerleading or anything to protect our sport. So basically, I did state the following. I'm like, win or lose, doesn't matter. But you know, as long as we practice and practice and practice during these last number of years, you know, we do it because we're driven. And we're going to make sure the other counties get what we have. And like I said, we're going to walk out there, going into Columbus in a couple of weeks and, you know, do what we're dreaming of doing. You know, do what we love to do when it comes to favoritism and doing anything on it. But all we're going to do is something that we've been going to do. We're going to go out there, have a lot of fun, get first place, and we're going to walk out of here with the son of a bitch by March 7th. So it doesn't matter. I mean, you know, guys, I've been cheerleading for the last over 4 years. Russell Love's been doing it since he's been out of school for the last, I want to say, almost 20 years. But as long as everything else, guys, comes across, I think we got a better side than the other cheer squad does. I've always thought when it comes to anything else to really invite it and also bring something together. But I can do that. As a sketch.
Let me show you how it's
tell
done.
me your YouTube name, and then I can give it to you, my brother. we can. I don't think it's going to be that hard to really notice or take something to, donate as possible. But what we got today, guys, from what I've heard, it's love does not have basketball practice tonight since most of our friends from between one squad to the other does exactly have something in front that it actually does, for example. So basically, my love asked, since he's not going to basketball game with our Cougars, which is it's only standing for guys, with green, black, and white for our Cougars for basketball. Please, that goes tonight. So she's not going to be going to. No, she's not going to be going with them. So she asked me at the end of yesterday if I want to come down and get plenty of practice for talent show. I'm like, as long as it's not raining, we'll do something more involving. But like I say, guys, you do it because it's driven. You want to protect the sport, you want to be tough, you want to be heavy. But alright, guys, later on today, we do have bowling later on today, because the scores for the last number of weeks have been really, really good. I don't want to jinx myself between S King and S your final boss. So basically, the scores have been real good. They've been real nice going into April 5th soon. So that's something we want to think about. I also want to flex my hours and hours between when I'm doing FC and do something that's more basic. But as far as when we can do something in a tall order, I know we really can do something. I know we've got to do something on it. As long as people are not afraid to do any crazy stuff or wanting to start planning all the time. Yeah, guys, bowling overall for the last 20 plus years has been really good to me. It really has. But guys, the more we gain, the less people will not have. You always want to focus on one target. Don't worry about messing up any other set or try to have something to aim in front of it. But my scores from last week, it was a 147 and 151. And then the week before that, guys, 165 and I believe 117. So during these last number of weeks, they've been really good. But the more I can aim between first and second arrow, the much more I'll have a pretty damn good shot. I mean, a good opportunity that lies ahead for me. Ever since people can protect our sport, it's been much more important for us. And also my two love and I, guys, for the last 8 years. But if you guys have any questions or concerns, you guys can bring them to the chat for me today. Whatever you guys want to do. It's not going to be that hard to really measure. So we got bowling later on today, and then tomorrow, as you guys understand, later on this morning for our community, I won't be back till Thursday, hopefully. You guys recall during the last couple weeks on Thursdays, my ass has been sleeping in for a while, so that explains a lot. Guys, the more people work hard, the more people sleep in. It's not exactly people's fault. I mean, it's not me, guys, as a guy's king. The guy's king and your final boss's fault. It's us. But the more we sleep in, the less people cannot be worried. But people have an understatement of what's going on. Just to really see if people are okay, good spirits, good health. So people are drinking a lot of water, and you should always drink a lot of water. Because that's always been basic. It really has. But nobody should be able to stop you. Nobody should be able to, self-prevent on anything else. As long as you take care of yourself first and a lot of people. You always want to wash your hands and do something involving. Alright, guys, if you guys want to catch more, I repeat, since we're not exactly in slow start, we're pretty much in a slow position. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac games for now in 40 plus every Tuesday mornings, if you guys want me to bring something that's more included on it, we can do something that we haven't done before. we can do something we haven't brought to the system yet, or anything we haven't taken advantage yet. We're looking to really locate at this point. If you guys want to catch more new episodes, an hour and 40 plus every Tuesdays, all you guys need to do is one thing, one specific detail. All you guys need to do is like it, share, comment, and follow. And what I mean is, guys, as long as we're not having an racist mood or anything, all you guys need to do is like it, share, comment, and follow. Do what we can for one another. Give each other thumbs up, comments, a lot of views, any questions or anything. And I do mean anything, guys. Don't just sit there and whine and complain. If you're not exactly knowing what you're able to do otherwise. But you want to do something that's more important for you. Do something that's more important for me and to everybody else here today for our community. You know, like I said, the more we gain, the less people cannot be upsetting or being like a pussy all the time from Cobra Kai, but I don't want to have to mention anything else falling near it or falling in, you know, something disgraceful. But as long as we can do something in a matter of time, we'll be fine. But you guys remember what we did last week? We took on, we did not take on Zolera, as far as I can tell you, but I feel like I want to take on somebody in between like that, but it all depends how much you can really handle. I did realize that we did have a passing earlier this week. The one that was coming out of, it's not exactly always sunny in Philadelphia. It's pretty much a different project. I haven't watched that show, guys, with Danny DeVito in a while. So that stuff is funny when it comes to Tyler Day. That Tyler Day never, ever disappoints. You guys know him very well. Talking about watching it. When he's playing Luigi and the first Super Mario Brothers movies. I know I think he's going to be in the second one after this year, but I feel like it's going to be too hard to tell how much we can really bring to the table and have something justice by then. So, good morning, World Tours. Make a love shout out to you, sir. Good morning, good morning. Hold on a feeling. Alright, guys, see if I can get the one key that we want to do. Zolera. Alright, guys, see if I can spell the damn thing. Zolera. Hold on, guys, let's see if I can find a pronunciation here. But other than that, guys, as long as we can handle and have the good scoop and have something of our swoop, and it's not going to take anything away from them, or away from me. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. All the time we are, as long as I'm here. If you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like, for example, I do want to go back to Need for Speed this week, but that's why I have my $75 gift card for Thief. And once, if I'm looking to have something going in the plan, I feel like I still want to go back to, maybe I could still go back to Pixel Masters of Final Fantasy again, but, you know, guys, it's only been like a few years. Keep on dipping, guys. Guys, like it, share, follow, and comment, and connect with our channel. Connect to my channel. Guys, like it, connect, follow, and share, and comment when we can. But also, guys, if you want me to play new games on the schedule, I don't know if I want to start Payday 3, you know, after the end of this month, because I don't know what my next request is going to be as far as my Teams via deposit's going to go. If I had to guess, there's only one thing. Keep on, that would be, guys, keep on binding, and keep on budgeting for Lancaster, Pennsylvania, coming up September. But I do know we have the rent coming up soon, and that would be on May 22nd. So we got plenty of damn time before we get to anything on it. Good morning, Kiss Me, make a left shout out. How you doing? If you guys want to be mods or want to be, guys, just to be open and honest. You guys can do what you're able to do. Well, whatever it is, we can really start something in between. We're wanting to get ourselves something on it. But if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule, like I said, I want to go back to Need for Speed. Maybe go back to Final Fantasy, but the next Final Fantasy is, hopefully, it's a big maybe, not exactly 100%. And that is Final Fantasy IV Pixel Remastered, but like I said, it's only been like 2 years. Not exactly 3 years, long enough. But I don't want to try to skip around and, do like skipping on Final Fantasy and, get back to them. Like you see, if I'm looking to get something back, if I do get a PSN card with a safe card that's 75 in the bank, I could do something with that, it all depends. Whatever you guys looking to really help me do, like I said, we want to do something together, as long as we have our mind to it. But if you guys want me to play new games on the schedule soon, and want to grab them later in perspective, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember guys, follow it, like, share, and comment. If you guys have any questions or concerns, if you guys want to be mods, just want to drop the channel links in the chat too, guys, that'd be great. Because we want to do something and do what we can for what we can do, and do what we can for one another. If we can do that, we just got to be careful what we can really respond, and just to be open and honest. We don't want to give ourselves anything else to a lot of people, or get ourselves self-esteem. But as long as we can do something for us, you guys are doing something for me, I'm doing something for you guys. But yeah, you guys can hit that like button, support button, comment. Don't forget guys, follow it, share, comment, and like it. Whatever you guys can do. You don't want to get yourselves in one place at a time. You guys do not want to get yourselves caught by any means. But if you're looking to do something for us, do something for me, you guys are doing something that we're able to do. And while we can keep ourselves equal, mostly. As long as we have any vision, we can have in our heads, and then whatever we can add up and be better and better, mostly. But the most important thing, guys, or the most important rule, is love, support, and respect is the key. Love, support, and respect is the key, guys. See, awesome and creative. We are still at 615, guys. We're still retaining our number between our followers and way before our moderators today. So if you guys want to, give the word out or do what you got to really bring, you guys can do it anytime you want, but not exactly when it comes to anything else, according to a toll order. We can really find something there. Guys, I'm always you guys' king and your final boss. No matter what happens, I'm always here. As long as I'm in God's sense of humor, He's always right here with us. That's the main thing. So guys, we are at 615 mods off the bat, and during the last 8 years on YouTube and Twitter X and Facebook. Because we're at the we're pretty much on changing course. So yeah, we're doing pretty well. We want to keep ourselves in good spirits going into tonight, and guys, we still have that. We do have that homecoming thing this coming Friday. According to the work schedule this week, my ass doesn't have to be back. I repeat, guys, not until Thursday. So we don't have to really get ourselves carried away. It's something to really prevent. So nothing else would really get to. It's something we can really draw the attention. Someone can really bring. Yeah, guys, we were at 615 mods, and we do something that's more equal. Yeah, as long as we can do what we can do for each other, people won't feel left out. People will not feel, pretty damn guilty, mostly. But as long as we can confront it, people can do the same. You talk about just doing something different. But yes, guys, you're awesome and creative with our 615 mods today, with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, and also our largest, biggest, strongest, beautiful power of our group. Do what we can for one another most of the entire time. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. That I would finally do a good job and get that out of the way early. Guys, knowledge is power. And it's over sounding good, and it's over great. And it's over not feeling, feeling terrible, not feeling dramatic. But do what we can together. Do as much as we can do possible. Because the more we, like I said, guys, when it comes to anything else under repeat, the more we gain, the less people will not have. You always want to be a better person. You want to, do something you can really enjoy and love. As long as you enjoy it, the others will stay tuned and try to stick around. That's all we can really appreciate about anything. As long as we have our minds to it and not be crazy. Yeah, guys, we take our time, we follow and share each other, and we want to take our time as much people can do. But yeah, that's all that matters. We want to see what we can handle. Not to have anything else retrieve, or it's not going to be able to start completely. But the only question is, guys, what is it are we planning to do? That's the main question. But yeah, guys, we meet and greet, we take our time, we always want to follow and share each other. And like I said, guys, we do what we can for one another. Anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, have a lot of fun with people. The more we bring in, the more we can gather and also bring. If you're in a podcast, guys, for example, talk about what you've been doing, talk a little more about yourself between what we do on YouTube and the chat. People will enjoy, what we can do what we can for one another. It's not that hard to really, have something together. But if we can handle something completely, nothing would really stop us as long as we can control and keep everything in position. So, that's all it takes. Anytime we manage to find people and socialize with people, the only thing we have to do, the only thing we can do, is do something that's more simple. All we have to do, guys, is follow and share it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Like I said, guys, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Remember, guys, the more we can add up, the less people will not have people to draw attention. So, but as long as we can, work together, remember, guys, watch out is very, very important. Because the more I've been losing, it hasn't been that funny, hasn't been that good otherwise. But if we can do it, we just got to do what's very important for us. Not for me, but ourselves and to a lot of people. The more we can really surround them. But all we have to do, guys, is follow and share it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. You guys remember how long I've been on YouTube for? Been on YouTube with a lot of our community for the last 8 years. Been on Facebook and Twitter for 6 years. And I'm thinking, when it comes to anything else that's more energetic, or going to have something with a different language, or, different socialization of while we're building during these years, it's like we're evolving each other like Pokemon. But that's another thing too. I'm still not going back to Pokemon because my ass is still retired. Even though I'll be 32, but this coming June of this year, it doesn't change any facts, or it does not reverse any decisions. It really does not. But yeah, that's exactly where we're at. But other than that, guys, this coming July, I will be absolutely going into. I will be upgrading to 9 years on YouTube and 7 years on Twitter X, also Facebook as well. And that's the more we gain, the less people cannot have and not replace you. You always want to be a better person. Doesn't matter if it's a he or she, you really wanna, do something between yourselves and to a lot of people. Make sure it's huge. Make sure a lot of people are always, and I mean always, involved. Because people would really, see who you are, what you are, and have something to begin with. And as long as we do what we can for one another, people would see what's going on. That's what it really is. Well, Torrance, thank you for staying around, my brother. Thank you so much, my man. But as long as we can do something together, we'll have not exactly a small chance, but a big chance. It's like if we're looking at one chance in a lifetime, you cannot pass it by all the time. But yeah, guys, for the time being, I've been on YouTube for 8 years, Rockin' and Rollin' 6 years on Facebook and Twitter, and my true love and I, over 8 years we've been together right now. She does have work again today, and then she goes back to the creative stuff at the art studio tomorrow, Thursday and Friday, and what's another quest that's still on the table this week. That stuff's still going on, as far as I can tell you guys. Good morning, Senor Leon. How you doing, sir? Miguel Aceta to my brother Leon. How you doing? Just to let you know, I did not watch Monday Night Raw yesterday. We had stayed to practice, it was good, and we had a couple hours for my pizza. And that's exactly what we came to do, and guys, the more time we have together, we still, honestly guys, we still want to get married in the future. And once, Father's Day, it's not going to be that far away between above damsel stress to the other stuff. With Lancaster, it's come September, and Columbus in a couple weeks. But next week, guys, I'm telling you, we got one last practice until we get to summer. Because I think the only thing we got to do, we really want to go out there, do the best we can, and we will give it what we got. You guys understand, we will. So, like I said, we're going to really bring something much more than the other counties have, and do something that's more under consideration. That's all we can really bring. I mean, it's not about just doing it one step at a time, but we really want to do something included. We really do. That's all that matters. But yeah, guys, my true love and I have been together for over 8 years. I lost her once. I'm not losing her ass twice, because as long as you have somebody that's more important, involved in this plan, as people won't stop me. People won't stop you for who you are. You hold on to that person, and you hold on as much as anything else. I know Liv and Rodriguez beat Belair and Naomi for tag titles. That I did see when I woke up this morning and had a good night's sleep. I did take out a little bit of that, I think, this morning. This morning I did. I'm thinking if they hold on, it's probably gonna be till WrestleMania. I'm thinking Liv Morgan and Raquel is a beautiful tag team from the Judgment Day, and inside the Judgment Day, I think they should hold it till WrestleMania. Whenever it happens with St. Cargill. But it all depends. But as long as everything else is obtained, and also having a large reign when it comes to a title, it would not be a concern. I hope it doesn't. But alright guys, that's gonna be the end of our social media this morning till Thursday. I'm gonna tell you guys what I've been doing involving baseball. As we talk about Steam in just a little bit. But we're gonna talk about Steam for sports and see how we're doing with that, and see what we've been adding from this week. So we're gonna get to Steam, guys, and talk about Steam another 5 to 6 minutes. But I do know with, guys, if we have a lot of loudness, a lot of spirit and smiles, we can do absolutely anything. As long as we have everybody else's attention, and do what we can. We're gonna be pretty ready. Not deadly, guys, but we're gonna be ready. By the time we head to Columbus in 2 weeks. And nobody can really say it otherwise. You cannot. But as far as anything else goes, well, I do know Ozzy Osbourne. I do know, guys, Ozzy Osbourne's, he's still gonna be doing his last tour with Black Sabbath. So he's only gonna be doing some, but not a whole lot of it. Even though he's still getting up in age brightly, and does not have anything else to contribute. I mean, he's only like 76, and I'm like, my goodness. He still wants to do one last show. It's like if you're into a, into your last hurrah. I mean, you talk about a, legendary rock icon or whoever. You think of Ozzy Osbourne, Bon Jovi, and Billy Idol. Those singers did very well during the 1990s. If you look at Duran Duran, back in the 1980s as well, that was very, very classic. That's the main thing. Boss Royal, make a love shout out. Boss, how you doing? If we're looking at Boss, guys, you're looking at me, your king, and your final boss together. That's all that matters. So I'm thinking whatever comes in the input for Ozzy, he's been having a rock and roll ride. Even though he's delivering his last ride, we are going to help him make it count. I don't know if you know this other singer. Her name is Roberta Fleck. I've never heard of this damn singer, to be honest. But if I'm looking at it, you guys remember her as, she's pretty much a black singer. And honestly, I never heard of her music. I mean, the only other singer besides her, with all due respect, when it comes to the music industry, is Whitney Houston. Now, Whitney Houston brought a lot of music to fame. With, for example, collaborated with Mariah Carey back in the 1990s in this one movie, and that movie was Prince of Egypt. But I don't know much about, guys, with all due respect. Yeah, honestly, no. But I do know her music was good. But Whitney Houston, yes. But here's the thing about Roberta Fleck. I'm just going to read a little bit of this. She had a magic of a rocking queen. And she was a good musician. She was a soul singer. And the thing about her is, she was not compared to James Earl Jones. I mean, he was only like 93. Because he did a really awesome job during his 93 years old span. But I do know, guys, her voice was transcended, and it really described her, guys, with her jazz. Apparently she was not a jazz singer. She was a soul singer as a Christian. Not compared to Mercy Me or whatever. But may God have mercy on her soul, guys. Her name was Roberta Fleck. She was only like, I think she was like 83, maybe like 30. Actually, she was not 37. I think she was probably 83, maybe like 79 somewhere. But honestly, I never heard her sing. I have not. With all due respect between the music industry. I mean, if you look at the all-time greats, you think about Michael Jackson. You talk about, you're talking about Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Temptations over the years. Ahmad, make a love shout out to you, my brother. How you doing? Make a love shout out to you, sir. Thank you for joining us today. But honestly, I don't think there's a lot of things I would talk about as far as her goes. As I said, I haven't heard of her music. I don't think I plan to, with all due respect. I do know she's a soul angel. I will say that for sure, but it's just not, I don't think I would compare it to Whitney Houston, though. I would not compare her to Whitney Houston or Selena Elos Dinos, which people have their own musics. You guys understand they do. It's just that, it's hard to figure out. It's hard to really bring something in the tall order. Bring something to justice, because it's like the more hard you work on your music, the more records you put out. It's like you're being somewhere you want to be. It's kind of like being where you actually want to handle and begin with. If you're in a band, if you want to sing solo, people would love Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan, he's a classic. Compared to Duran Duran, Bon Jovi, and maybe like Motley Crue somewhere. I do know Motley Crue are still around. Motley Crue is still around this year. I mean, for the last number of years since, between the other bands, other singers, and you gotta think about it, for example. Like, I mean, nothing will last forever. If you look at, I guess, the guys with Whitney Houston, Bon Jovi, and the others, it's pretty much sad for the music world that somebody would hold on between their lives and also, keeping yourself strong in the eyes of the Lord and, tell them how great you are, how much of a singer you are, how good of an actor you are. People have their own personalities. Alright guys, as far as other stuff goes, what's when I say guys, finally, in the words of the last one, guys, what we want to do is, desert pacing. So, so what we're looking to do, guys, we want to do something here. But guys, you guys understand what we talk about when it comes to baseball. So honestly, guys, head over to the Steam store. Head over to the Steam store, guys. We're looking to get pre-orders. We're going to get in-store purchases. We're looking to protect our sport. Have some much more to experience. Have a lot of storytelling, a lot of plots, maybe some romance between party members, or do something that's more creative that people haven't seen. Haven't seen you go live stream on them and see what they are momentarily or as soon as possible somewhere. So other than that, guys, you guys go after Steam cards. Steam is pronounced S-T-E-A-M-C-A-R-D. So you guys go after any shopping you want, whenever you want, anytime you want. People shouldn't have to be bossy, but we are always filled, guys, for popularity, entertainment, and always energy. Always have and always will. As long as I'm still here, as long as we're still active and present. But head over to the Steam store, guys. We're looking get in-store purchases, going after mods and DLCs. You guys go after any of them. But yeah, guys, head over to the Steam store and buy something. You guys are going after old games, going after special games. If you guys are getting bucks for Rocket League or Fortnite, you guys go after one or two, maybe go after both with no extra cost. Maybe you guys are getting the new Monster Hunter Wilds. Now, one thing I will add about Monster Hunter, the way they established this new game called Monster Hunter Wilds, from what I've heard, it's a really nice game, as far as I can tell you guys completely. But I never have, and I don't think I would ever be a Monster Hunter person. But I do know Monster Hunter Wilds, I've heard it's a real good game based on the reviews. It's basically IGN.com as well. So you guys can check out that game. You guys are getting the special offers today on Steam. You guys get F1 Manager 24 for $12.24 on Steam here today. Guys, remember, the fact is the special offers today, they do not really last forever. When it comes to week after week, they really do not last forever as months. But as long as if you're if you're looking to get a special sale and not spend a lot of money or anything on a Steam card, you guys could do what you really wanna do. Trust me. If you guys are getting Phasmophobia, that's a little under $15 on Steam. You guys can get Ultimate, what do you call it, guys? Ultimate Fishing Simulator 2 for nearly $2 today. And the last game is called Van Bob for $7.49. And one thing I may add between one of these games, I've never played any of them. But there's also a game that's also on sale too. That may surprise you or shock you. If you guys are not watching a scary movie, you guys can get Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection for nearly $40 today. So, I haven't played Marvel vs. Capcom in a long time, but that game is really good. The fighting game itself is really good. So not only you play number 2 for Marvel vs. Capcom, but you also played the very first one. Technically I haven't played the very first game out of it, but according to them, you know, Capcom does a nice job when it comes to fighting games. And I do want to add, they do. That's better as they do, because if it wasn't for Marvel and Capcom by bringing the heroes to the comics to reality, it would not be exactly the same as it normally is. You know, that's just to be open and honest and also think about it otherwise. So I don't see why not. Especially if we know what it is and what we're planning to determine. So honestly, I do not see why not. Trust me. But that's also the other game that's on sale. But yeah, those are the only games that are on sale today, as far as I know. If you guys are looking cast pre-orders, if you guys are looking to pre-order Borderlands, if you guys are looking to pre-order and get Borderlands 4 this year, like I said earlier, I'm hoping to maybe get Borderlands 4 before the end of this year. But honestly, if we're looking to, you know, guys, change the landscape, maybe change something in hand, you know, I would technically love to get that game. But you know, my true love and I will be at Lancaster by then. I mean, way before then, on the 22nd to 26th, what I've been told. So, if I'm looking to get any games between Metal Gear Solid, Delta Snake Eater, I doubt I'm going to be holding this cast amount in front of me. I doubt I will, because, you know, you guys can tell me what I should do. If I should get a PSN card this year or not. Oh yeah, Resident Evil Village is now $40 too. Thank you, Senior Leon. I thought that would be brought to our attention too. Yeah, I don't know if. I mean, I might still get some games this year. Once I haven't bought a new game, you know, above Damsel in Distress for a while. You know, since I've been to GameStop last, trust me. And I don't know if, I'm not sure if the GameStop gift card would happen if I used my cheap gift card for that, but I mean, if anything else happens, and if anything else goes, you know, while we're planning to do, we could probably do something with that one. I mean, it's pretty much a coin that's flipped up in the air, and see what we want to do with that in hand. So, honestly, I don't know. We'll have no clues on it yet. But I'll let you guys know, most importantly, and also might still love to, you know, to ourselves and to you guys in the back too. But we'll see what happens. If you guys are looking to pre-order Ghost of Yodi, the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima, if you guys are getting Assassin's Creed Shadows, which, you know, guys, 9 times out of 10, the heavily saying it's not going to get delayed itself. I honestly think March 20th is probably the best idea, you know, and a decent time from Ubisoft. You know, I just think it's more fitting for them, and just to have much more to trace and also follow its footsteps, or, you know, guys, its footsteps, or, anything else going straight forward right now. But if I do end up getting, if I'm hoping, without anything else entirely, if I do get Assassin's Creed Shadows, that would force my ass to trade in Assassin's Creed Mirage. My true love and I, even though the talent show is the same thing as Assassin's Creed Shadows is, Brother Leon, let me ask you a quick question. Do any of you think I should get Assassin's Creed Shadows? Or should I wait until we get back from Lancaster before the end of September? I mean, if I do anything right now, I can hopefully get Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I don't know what we can do after that or before that happens. But we'll see. If you guys are getting, like I said, if you guys are getting Metal Gear Delta Stinkeater on August 28th, that game's gonna be hopefully impressive, maybe awesome. I haven't played Metal Gear in ages. We talk about in years. This is the last PlayStation console I've had, so it's more that meets the eye, and whatever has to really, grant yourself an opportunity. So, other than that, guys, we'll see what happens going forward. If you guys are into sports, music, and RPGs, you guys can look up my name. My name, guys, on Steam is Zach Dawson93. You guys call me JD93. If you guys have nothing, you entirely have nothing to lose. I think I'm about to raid Steam in almost 4 years right now. As of right now, soon. Well, pretty much yes. We've been to a lot of things so far on YouTube, on Facebook, also on Twitter. I do want to thank you guys for doing that, and whatever has to really, bring to our attention, and anything else to have a lot of socialization with, we just really have to contact it more and do what we can together, so it does not have to really, get dragged or, self-esteem as much. But guys, if I'm looking to get anything on Steam, it'll probably come out of this Friday. That's the only thing for this Friday's money in the bank check to receive is maybe Steam. I mean, if I do get Steam, I would get, hopefully, Out of the Park Baseball 26 this year. Which you guys all know, that game will not be coming out till March 14th. And if I do get a Steam card with this card this week, actually Steve does not have Steam. So if I do that for my Steam check and deposit this Friday, I think all bets are off if I want to direct something early. But also, guys, having much more to budget for Lancaster as well. So that's exactly what we want to do. So, as far as withdrawal goes, probably the same, but I'm still going to have more than enough, trust me. I'm not going to really say, just really jinx anything ahead of it. You guys know what we're up to, and know exactly what we're doing. That's all it is. Trust me, so we'll see what happens.
Sup, Jack?
But I've been on Steam for almost 4 years. I mean, nearly 4 years right now. It really is. Hey, Crusher Plays, make a love shout out, brother. How are you? How are you? Good to have the old friend back together, guys. Brother Leon, Crusher Plays is here today. Of our biggest, strongest, largest, biggest, beautiful gathering of our community, guys. Our biggest, strongest, largest, beautiful power of our community. We're friends of our community, of our 615 mods, of our entertainment, popularity, and yes, guys, entertainment of our group. It really is. So what's you been up to, Crusher? Long time no see, my good brother. I'm not sure if you've heard anything as far as what's going on with Assassin's Creed Shadows or what's going on with the other games as of this point in time, or whatever is beginning. But alright, guys, let's get to the main course. If you guys are into RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, God of War, Elden Ring, The Last of Us, if you guys are getting It Takes Two, don't forget, guys, to get don't forget to get
Hey, come on now,
the
man,
game on
you're
sale.
making me blush, bro.
What do you mean by blessing? I mean, I don't think we're trying to trick you, my good brother. But,
Hey.
I don't think we're gonna hear something from Kingdom Hearts 4 just yet. Because Square Enix will bring something, you know, that's worth promising coming up towards, Tokyo Game Show soon. Do we know exactly when Tokyo Game Show is coming in? I think it's probably in April, in what?
The praise man.
I'm thinking maybe the month of May. Because Matsulove and I are going to be tackling Karate Kid Legends by the end of that month. So technically, I don't know. The Tokyo Game Show is probably in April soon, or somewhere. But I do know, I'm not going to run into Robert Pattinson right now, because the first person I spoke to is my sexiest girl. That would be my future fiance from last night. But I'm not going to really intervene with that yet. But as far as anything else goes, you know, I know Tokyo Game Show will have something to send and deliver for Kingdom Hearts 4, and that game won't be arriving till next year, if I'm right or wrong. But, you know, as far as other games go, it all depends. You know, we want to see what's going on with that, and whenever it's going to be changing, you know, changing course by then. You know, just to be open and honest. By the way, guys, we're going to the cave, Sovian. So, yeah. I don't know exactly, but I do know if they still bring back Sephiroth, he's still gonna be badass no matter what happens between this character. You know, from Final Fantasy VII, and wait a second. I do know, I mean, there is a big rumor. I know there's a big rumor that, we might be getting another Final Fantasy VII, remake. And what I'm talking about, guys, is Final Fantasy VII Part 3 remake. So if that's going to really happen somewhere, that I don't know. I mean, it's probably not going to be until... I mean, I've heard the PS6 won't be out till the next 2 or 3 years. But if I'm looking to target that set, it's going to be little more than $500 ahead of me. And I don't think it'll ultimately destroy anything. And that's where Elder Scrolls 6 comes in as well. But no worries, my brother Crusher. Have you been playing any games lately this year? Besides, we're nearly at the end of this month, guys, February. As long as people are not doing nothing, absolutely but nothing in return. You know, you want to have yourselves woken up. You know, smell the coffee a little bit here today, and you know, see what kind of stuff really drags, as it is. But it all depends. But I do know. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be that difficult or exactly hard to tell otherwise. But you know, if they do something right with God of War Egypt, that game's gonna be badass sometime this year. You guys remember the last game? You guys can play this. You guys can buy and play this game. That is God of War Ragnarok. Remember, them and Elden Ring go way back. Both of those games were so good when it comes to getting killed, and whatever makes it much more perfect sense. You know, between getting killed all the time, doing your own story, and having partnership with a storyline on it. Both games were really fantastic. They really were. But the other game that is under preparation, guys, is Elden Ring Night Rain. I haven't played Elk Tree. I thought that one was real good on a different way, but a different personification. But alright, guys, if you guys are into sports games, that's why I talk tennis, golf, football,
I've been
basketball.
playing the
If you
Spiral
guys are looking
Dragon one
to,
and I tried some Skyrim
you know,
well,
play the new
92
Hawk,
now time
not
to
Tony
go
Hawk,
to
but
work.
I know they're doing something with Postgator 3 and 4 soon. It's probably not going to be until whatever happens with. It's coming soon or so. Thank you for coming by, Brother Crusser. I'll raise a question in a second. Just want to answer my left ear for a second. There we go. But yeah, you guys can play the new Tiger Woods PGA Tour game. As I do know, Abe Sound is playing it. He's just taking his time, but he has a, I want to say Abe Sound. He's a really nice gentleman somewhere when it comes to playing, you know, guys love golf games. You guys can play any sports games, you know, take your time with no extra cost. Now let me tell you guys something, what I've been doing. I just got done doing game 1 of my 1978 Rangers replay. And, you know, Rangers were taking on our Yankees. And it wasn't that much of a game. Apparently, the first loss goes to me and our Rangers. So me and my Rangers lost 8-2 from our Yankees yesterday. Because it really does not change any facts or trajectory. So other than that, it was only 2 runs for me and my Rangers off the bat. So an 0-1 start in one game in my 1978 Rangers replay. Rangers that is. So I might do game 2 later on this morning, by the time we focus on bowling for a while. So I honestly do not see why not, as long as we have something to focus and get our heads up on it. Alright guys, Cressa says, I've been playing Spiral the Dragon, Reignited Trilogy, and some Skyrim. Well, honestly, Skyrim is really good. You know, the first time it came out was in 2013. I used to play a lot of that, guys, during that time. And during that time, you know, it really did not disappoint. But if we're looking to something with Elder Scrolls 6, that probably won't release, I think, 2 or 3 years ahead of time. You know, whatever they can, you know, plan and all, and also not be joking, but taking it in a serious matter, whatever it has to really handle. Spiral, by the way, I haven't played any Spiral game by far. So that's with him and Crash Bandicoot teaming together. I mean, you talk about, for example, Spiral do something with Crash doing some Spiral. I'm not sure if Barrel wants to see something with that. I mean, that's something that has not been informed, or have something more targeted. I mean, I don't know what it really is. But if they have something to really begin with and also start, it all depends. But yeah, guys, I might do game 2 of my 1978 Rangers replay. Our Rangers need to get me a win, hopefully. And then, I'm in the target on Steam. Guys, Out of the Park Baseball 26 will be coming out on March 14th. And if I'm looking to get a Steam card this week, maybe Friday's request, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe. That becomes more important for us and for you guys. So, hopefully. But I don't think there's going to be any doubters or good or bad news on it. So, hopefully. And we're going to do something for that one. Nothing would really be manageable or have something personal. So, if you guys are getting Out of the Park Baseball 26, I do want to have something to establish with it. You know, just to really get some extra time and, you know, have something much more in a bond. But, you know, if you're looking to test out and check in and possibly buy, guys, the new Tiger Woods PGA Tour game for this year. I think there's a good review there. But it all depends. I mean, you know, if I were to play any golf game, it would just really it would take mind towards its toll, and towards something to really take care of. But let's see how things can work out. Alright guys, like I said, pre-orders, I could maybe do something to really tally. Maybe do something in the tall order for it. I mean, especially with Out of the Park Baseball 26. Maybe doing something with Final Fantasy outside of Steam, and then, you know, whatever happens, well, it's going to be an idea for me and to you guys, and to a lot of people for our community. So we'll have hopefully something to bring, hopefully something to bundle, and quite something simple. So we'll see. But that's going to be the end of Steam today, guys. I'm thinking whatever comes out of it, or whatever this plan is, nothing would stop me. Nothing would stop you guys to really, you know, self-prevent on anything in a tall order. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of Steam today. My name on Steam is your king and your final boss. Now, when it comes to RPGs, and like I said, guys, with RPGs together, and you know, playing any sports games to protect our sport. That's why we got Columbus pretty soon. There's a lot to think about. You know, March 7th is very good. You know, it's gonna a large gathering. It's gonna be the time we if we're looking at memories, guys, hold on a second. So what we're doing is we want to collect 3 sticks for a minute. Let me see for a minute. But yeah, I'll give guys info. Stack Dawson 93. I'm about to level up on Steam for 4 years, I think very shortly. We guys go after pre-orders and in-store pro. With love, support, and respect is the key. See, awesome and creative. We've watched 650 mods today. As long as what we can do for one another. A lot of socialization, and something that makes it very personal, very serious in a matter of time. But as long as we have something to fulfill and begin, nothing else would be reassuring. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. And so it's sounding good and great as much as anything else. So yeah, just have to, you know, keep anything in balance, and also, you know, I guess, guys, to ourselves and to a lot of people, keep anything under control. But yeah, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Take your time, and you know, don't waste any time. You just wanna, you know, be who you are, and you know, see how we can, you know, get something going forward. Do something that we're planned to do, and what we're born to do as well. So, I thought I would give you guys my YouTube numbers real quick during the last 8 years with that, and 6 years on Facebook and Twitter. So, so what I have for the time being, I'm at 1900 on views, and watch hours 109. So 109 on watch hours, and what I would love to have you guys get, you know, my upgrade on WAs this year, and you know, I haven't been exactly the same with, you know, with monetization in a while. You know, during the first 2 and like 3 times, it's always been a good opportunity. It's always been a good experience for us. Down and get to the same page and do what we can for each other. So we don't want to leave somebody behind. Nobody ever matters. But you know, people matter as long as people have the Lord on their side. So that's what it really is. But those are my numbers, guys, as of now. So we'll have something to share. But alright, guys, like it, share, comment, and follow. Take your time. Like and share the stream. Like, share, comment, and follow. And meet and greet. And do not, you know, slam the door on the way out. As long as you know, have something to commit towards history, you're doing what you're able to, you know, consult with. and about everything in a tall order. But alright guys, the most important thing, you know guys, to upgrade our channels a lot better between watch hours and a lot of stuff we really want to get back to, and you know, have an upgrade on some of them, is it's very simple. All we need to do is one thing. You know guys, have something more better yet, or have something, you know, something more excellent. But the most important thing to upgrade our channels on YouTube mostly is we watch our videos in full. Like, share, comment, and follow guys, bringing our social media with our YouTube accounts with channel names that are public, not exactly private, to keep, or have something under secrets or anything. We're doing something that is, you know, do something that's very, very important for us. But the most important thing is we watch our videos in full, like and share our stream, bring our YouTube accounts together, a large gathering towards our community, and don't worry about the stupid stuff, guys, in the background. It just really wants to change the motive. You know what they say, guys. Eliminate the motive. So yeah. But other than that, guys, we bring our stuff together, our YouTube accounts, and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. But most important, guys, only 3 apps though. Not worried about a damn thing to the next. But only YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And so much more. Alright guys, before we're gonna get to in-gaming news today, so just remember, we don't actually get anything else to Sinky Hembo when it comes to weekend warnings. So not as much we can really relate. But if you guys have watched I think day one of IGN Fan Fest yesterday, I think you guys have seen a bunch of that going on. Whatever that really has to be, so. But today's in gaming news, guys. Today, it is February 25th, 2025. We are always filled, guys, with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our largest gathering of our biggest, strongest, beautiful power, our 615 mods and our followers today. That's very important for our community, and each other the same way at the same time. So guys, we're gonna begin with in-gaming news today. That's very, not exactly astounding, but much more to point out. I do know there hasn't been much of anything to really have something much more crystal clear, or have something to self-prevent otherwise. But hold on, let's see what we can really involve today. Oh yeah, hold on. So guys, we're gonna begin with in-gaming news with the IGN Defects Entertainment. So apparently, if you guys know one thing about Stephen King, he's one of the best of all time as a directing book author, compared to, not exactly the same, but or not even heard towards towards R.R. Martin when it comes to HBO stuff or whatever exciting stuff that he does and who he is. Apparently, guys, Stephen King does confirm his involvement with the Dark Tower. Not exactly the Dark Tower from Lord of the Rings. That's not exactly what it's about. Apparently, we're talking about something that's more committed to that. So basically, Stephen King does have involvement with the movie of Dark Tower, and he's been doing other movies before this. I'm not going to read any of that though. But I'm thinking if Stephen King has something with the Dark Tower to accumulate, I think he's smarter than he is. He has something, and they can, have something much more revolting and, much more to move. Because I don't think anybody's stopping Stephen King, J.J. Abrams, or, the other directors beyond it. Especially my greatest idol, the one and only Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy, American Dad, and A Million Ways to Die in the West. So that's a different type of environment. So that's what it could be. As far as other news goes, Konami does sign a deal, guys, with Silent Hill 2 Remake for a new game based on its IP. So they're calling it a Sock Horror. So apparently Konami, I don't know how many years Konami's been doing something with Metal Gear, honestly guys, with Metal Gear Solid. I mean, they've been doing that way before Hideo Kojima left. So during that time, Konami did exactly sign a deal, I think this week, and so far today for Silent Hill. So, so basically the big question is, are we getting more Silent Hill? So honestly guys, I don't know much about Silent Hill 2 or any other horror games, especially Resident Evil and other scary games that have been around for a long time. So, so people thought Silent Hill 2 was really good as a tremendous remake. So I feel like if we do get any more Silent Hill games, I think well, loves Cookie, make a love shout out. Thank you for coming by with us. How you doing? But like I said, if anything else would go into plan between this multi-year deal with Konami, I think whatever they are collaborating, probably that Silent Hill 2 did really good. It's on an 8 out of 10 on its reviews from last year. So I don't think anything would be, causing problems or concerns. What they want to, maybe may or may not consider the path they want to take with, guys, with Silent Hill 2. I mean, with Silent Hill as a franchise. I do know Silent Hill 2 did really good. I mean, real good on that, and its survivor horror franchise. So if I'm not even spitballing, I'm thinking involving this deal with Konami, according to anything. Maybe they do a Silent Hill game sometime later on this year down the road. But I don't see them doing a Silent Hill game before the PS6 starts being more powerful. And also getting a new Xbox console as well. It's one that is, drawing much more important. So, I don't know, but honestly guys, Silent Hill 2, I've heard it's a good game. But I don't know if it'll be free on PS Plus to really involve right in it, so. Well, congratulations to Konami signing a new deal. I mean, I know Konami is not letting go of the other one. There really benefits between its, physical, financial sales and other stuff that's more important. Between a gaming franchise to another. So we'll see. So, I think whatever comes out of it, they know what they're doing. Alright guys, remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. Our biggest, largest, amazing, beautiful, strongest, largest gathering of our community. Our 615 mods with our popularity, guys, entertainment, and energy. Always have and always will. Ubisoft does respond, guys, to Assassin's Creed Shadows Leak. March 20th will be here soon. I just told you guys this. If I'm looking to get any game before or after Lancaster, by the time we get to September by then, I'm hoping maybe Assassin's Creed Shadows by then. But that's where the town episode starts fitting in also. Let me go ahead and look this up. Look at it for a minute. As long as it's not being bossy or watching a comedy act. So honestly, there's not going to be any more delays because here's the thing though. With the first two release dates that Assassin's Creed Shadows would have been coming out between the PS5 and Xbox, actually. Yes, remember, the forward date was November. That's number one. Number two, February 14th, which was nearly 2 weeks ago on Valentine's Day, and now March 20th. I don't see them moving that damn thing anytime. As long as it meets the agreements and also not worth kidding aside, but I honestly think honestly guys, the current date for Assassin's Creed Shadows is no later than March 20th. They're not going to be delaying any other games, especially if they are delaying any other crap on it. Any other game, especially without the Snake Eater or Borderlands 4, people would start not feeling happy and pretty much feeling nothing but, anything but nothing in between. So I just think March 20th is a better option, for Ubisoft, what they're doing. And I don't think it gets people's nerves just to try to rest assured on it. So, but honestly guys, March 20th, I think it's a rightful date for Assassin's Creed Shadows. I do think the game is gonna be, I can see that game doing good between any responses that are limited. And do what people can really take on though. Because I don't see why not. It's just, for them to really have a release date, recorded, and say what this game is coming out, I think they've got the right example. I think they possibly do. Assassin's Creed is one of the finest franchises that I have enjoyed for a long time. Dragon Age has not been that much of a piece of cake, but I do know Dragon Age Field is very good. No, that game is not fucking screwed around, to be honest. But that game is very good on its reviews. Dragon Age the Field really is, guys, from the ground up. So I'm thinking if they were going to have a different idea to delay Assassin's Creed Shadows, no. For them to really question it again after delaying it between 2 separate dates, on a negative answer, no. I think March 20th is better. But I do know Ubisoft is not screwing themselves up for the most part of it. So I honestly think March 20th is probably it's pretty much the only thing we can get to. But honestly guys, if I'm gonna get that game, I would start wrapping my arms around it. I would hopefully get Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I will not guarantee if I'm getting Borderlands 4 or Delta Snake Eater again. Besides, I got plenty of stuff in my arsenal for now. So I don't see why not. As long as we know when it can really develop. Hey, brother Village. Actually, brother Vincent, make a love shout out, brother. Top of the morning to you, my brother. How you doing? But like I said, if it comes down to any decision, I might get Assassin's Creed Shadows. But if I do, the worst thing that would not happen, and hopefully, between the franchise, that would force me to trade in Assassin's Creed Mirage once. I don't know if I would get 2 games at a time between both, but it's all about taking its time and also taking its toll. So we'll see. I don't think there's any in-gaming news today, but I do want to touch base on this about Robert Pattinson involving the DC universe, according to James Glenn and Raphael. So I'm not sure if you guys have heard, but apparently Robert Pattinson is not going to be the DCU Batman. And my true love asked why. Well, let me tell you guys something. Or let me tell you something. If we're looking at the best Batman actors of all time, you're talking about, the very beginning, you have Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, and now anything you guys can think of, because I think 9 times out of 10, you talk about playing the best actor for Batman, and a couple of them are saying they don't want Robert Pattinson as DCU Batman. Who are they able to judge? Because, ever since the very first Batman came around, you talk about bringing the best person, the best man, to really bring somebody together for it. I mean, here's the thing. Why do a few people think Robert Pattinson is not the best way to go? That's the only thing, because if people are going to be confirming something involving this. People love Robert Pattinson as Batman, but James Gunn and Pagos Safran, they do not think Robert Pattinson is the best one that would really guard the DC universe. You know, if I would put somebody in it, it would be him. Well, I would bring Christian Bale or Michael Keaton back in. Val Kilmer, no. Because James Gunn and Safran would have done other shit already. But here's the thing. Robert Pattinson is gonna be in the second Batman, you know, with Mr. Freeze as the main villain in the next 2 years, alright? And you know, I pretty much enjoy what Robert Pattinson's been doing as Batman. But you know, he's only doing Batman for 2 more movies. I mean you're talking about the next 2 years from now. I don't know what I'm not sure what the third Batman is going to be. It probably won't release until, not until whatever happens with The Legend of Zelda by then. So, I don't know. But for them to really love Robert Pattinson, James Gunn only stated the following. It's really not the plan for Robert Pattinson, no. I think we understand what James Gunn is doing when it comes to Robert Pattinson. You know, guys, Robert Pattinson was doing other movies, guys. Like, for example, Twilight. That's to check out Mickey 17. Mickey 17 is not a bad sense of humor movie, as far as I know. But apparently, guys, Mickey 17 is a good comedy code movie, as far as from what I know, from what I've heard. But Robert Pattinson, guys, really. I know he's gonna be marking his end. You know what? There's 3 parts, guys, of the Batman. I think he's gonna be done after that. I don't know if he's gonna have an idea for Twilight. Well, my true love did state the following by saying why. Why is Robert Pattinson not gonna be the possibility for DCU? Well, basically, guys, Robert Pattinson has some experience, but the only actors that I stated, guys, only Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney's only been in 1 Batman movie, and that is Batman and Robin. But Michael Keaton, he pretty much brought some big things to the Batman franchise for a long time, during the late 1980s. But if you're talking about Robert Pattinson, though, you know, people love him at the end. But, you know, guys, he's not going to be doing... Robert Pattinson, he's not going to be able to do Batman as long as he wants to. But, you know, guys, the second Batman will be releasing after next year. And I'm curious to see what they do with Mr. Freeze exactly. As long as people can prove themselves wrong, not have themselves pity on it. But basically, guys, at the end of Safran's interview alongside his good friend and also his longtime friend, James Gunn, by the way, that is all we can tell you right now. I think that explains why they do not want Robert Pattinson to face the Batman. You know, Batman's not going to be in Avengers Doomsday. The only ones that we know is Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, and Chris Evans as one of the 3 main villains alongside him. But, I don't think a lot of people understand. Robert Pattinson got started as Batman, I think, over last year. Like 2 years ago. Like a year before that, you know, and... I understand James Gunn and Safran wants to do something for the DC universe of who would be the best and make Batman the way he is as a Cape Crusader and make him look like a badass mostly. But I'm thinking if not Robert Pattinson, then who is going to be able to, you know, be a better Batman if Robert Pattinson's going to be done in the next couple years? I mean, they cannot bring Val Kilmer back because he's pretty much close to being done, and being close to dying soon. I mean, he's only like 64, and like, damn guy's 65 right now. So James Glenn is not going to sit there and think for a minute that he wants Val Kilmer back. Val Kilmer's not the answer, my brother. Val Kilmer's not coming back. But if they want to bring Michael Keane back one more time, he can get I mean, James Glenn would have something to involve with Michael Keane coming back, you know, to take on Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger one more time. But for James Glenn not to really have something to encourage for the fans, but not having with Robert Pattinson, I think it's probably the needle in a coffin. And pretty much having people be pissed off for any sensitivity. I mean, in my opinion, I would maybe pick Robert Pattinson as the face of Batman, but James Glenn and Safran are not going to encourage that and allow that to happen. But the question is, as a question, guys, who are they going to be able to bring if it's not Robert Pattinson? It's like, who in the hell are they going to be bringing? That's the only problem. I'm thinking if they bring somebody, as a question, guys, if they bring somebody, like if they're doing something with Superman, I mean, the only few actors that we know that's ever done Superman is Henry Cavill and Christopher Reeve. I mean, I don't see them doing something with Henry Cavill as Batman because I think that would not be the right direction. But if they want to have something more hungry to really, you know, take on whatever it is, I think they better get their shoulders up, have a conversation, and have a round table discussion. I think James Glenn and Sam Francis will take maybe some volunteers. I mean, I'll not give they sold or not if Robert Pattinson is not the current answer right now. But if they're looking to have somebody besides Robert Pattinson, with all due respect, well, loves Eds, I love you, girl. Make a love shout out. How you doing? But honestly, guys, if they want to do something besides Robert Pattinson, I feel like if they're gonna do something else with somebody, they better not replace Robert Pattinson towards another damn thing that would really establish for the DC Universe with Batman, Superman, The Flash, you know, Doctor Doom or whatever. But Loves Eds, how you doing? May I can make a love shout out and your voice also. But like I said, I don't think there's going to be any argument. But that's my honest opinion. I would pick Robert Pattinson number 1 and Michael Keaton 2. But if James Glenn and Sam Fran are not going to be able to, if they're saying they're not, I mean, if they're successfully saying, if Robert Pattinson's not the right direction for DC Universe, then they're pretty much damn mistaken. They're pretty much mistaken. By bringing something with you know, guys, with a different actor for Superman, which I do know Superman's gonna be a good movie for these new actors, but it will not be the same, guys. Will not be the same. You know, try to jab or kick without Christopher Reeve. Christopher Reeve made an excellent opportunity out of it. But if they bring somebody that can do something for Batman, you know, like I said, I would only keep Robert Pattinson, Michael Keaton, and maybe Christian Bale too. But like I said, I don't know. It's just, I don't think it's gonna be hard to figure out or hard to bring something to the table. You know, if I was working with James Glenn, I would maybe give Robert Pattinson a shot. But for them to really answer it on their own, no. I mean, whatever they really want to change course, I feel like it's pretty much a mistake of their own. I mean, James Glenn, that is. I mean, it's a good thing he's doing something with Superman, but I don't think there's any other way to change it or really involve it otherwise. So, I mean, whatever they really want to plan for Robert Pattinson not being the face, I think it's only for them to, find out whatever they want to, they don't want to sit around and do nothing. If Robert Pattinson's not going to be the answer, I think that could really stick out somebody else, but as long as it doesn't get anybody else revolting. I mean, whatever they decide is for the fans to allude to, have progress to deal with. So if I'm thinking whoever they want to hire and have any expectations by bringing the Batman together, or I have no clue. But if they're not going to bring Robert Pattinson, it's pretty much their own fault. But if they want to bring somebody, that would do the same as Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, Ben Affleck, George Clooney. I mean, they better bring somebody else quick, because until they find somebody, according to James Gunn and Safran, I know Henry Cavill is not going to be doing it. I mean, he's always known as Superman, not any other damn hero. But if they bring somebody that's more fitting, that can do a good job the way Robert Pattinson did it, the way Michael Keaton did it, and Ben Affleck did it. I mean, Ben Affleck, here's the thing, guys. Ben Affleck, doing the Times Square accountant, he's only played as Batman, I think, twice. I think two, actually, no, not twice, but 3 times. You got Justice League, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, and then The Flash. Guys, if Ben Affleck would be the answer, I think that would be an alright to go. But like I said, guys, my honest opinion right now, all I'm saying is, I would probably pick Robert Pattinson and then Michael Keaton, but I think people would have to prove themselves wrong, especially James Gunn between DC Universe. And how I make a lot of shout out, thank you for swapping by, thank you for jumping in with us, but I don't know. I mean, whatever they will, I just think it would piss people off. If Robert Pattinson is not going to be the face of Batman, then they need to find somebody that can do it, and not be afraid by causing threats or study evil marks for it. But if they bring somebody, I think maybe Christian Bale can have one more opportunity. Whatever they want to do with Batman. But why does it not have to be Robert Pattinson? I mean, people need the answer to any questions on it. But like I said, just to wrap everything up, guys, I do know the new Superman should be interesting to see what they do with that and see what happens in the landscape. Guys, between the companies, between the universe for DC, and pretty much Marvel alone. So, like I said, don't add something to that, but I don't know. As I said, we need to have some answers that can really, start bringing stuff together and see what they want to do, Like I said, Robert Pattinson would only be one of my top 2 picks. In my opinion, yes. I mean, I would do that, no problem. Alright, guys, that's going to wrap everything up for today. Enough with the hard stuff today. Yeah, that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I do want to thank you guys for joining me this morning with our biggest, strongest, exciting, amazing, beautiful power. Our largest, guys, our biggest, strongest, amazing, exciting power. That's more beautiful of our community, our friends of our community, and do what we can for one another. That's why we are the center of attention now. We always have. And we always will. There's no doubt about it, guys. You don't see anybody else doing something for the other. But guys, the more we gain, the less people will not have. But yeah, that's my only honest opinion right now. If people are not going to really get aside with that and argue with that, it's pretty much somebody else's problem. I mean, I don't think there's any problems to really get to whatever they want to achieve with DC, as far as what we know. But alright, guys, next stream, I will be back Thursday in the morning. I mean, if I'm sleeping in, here's the thing, guys. If I'm sleeping in on Thursday in the morning, I probably won't be back until Sunday for Ghostwire Tokyo. But if I'm looking to get something better and better, hopefully, I want to say probably soon. Maybe like not rather later, as long as it's not seen or being discovered. But yeah, next stream, guys, for our biggest, strongest, beautiful, largest gathering of our strongest, amazing power of our community. Guys, remember, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. So, based on the schedule, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to bowling later on today. I'm gonna keep on focusing what I've been doing later on today as well. My true love does not have basketball practice tonight, so I may tag along with her after bowling tonight, and we can start practicing maybe for the talent show if we get the time. We're gonna be buying loads of time when we can. Tomorrow, now as far as tomorrow goes, we have I remember what is tomorrow? Wednesday. We have a Valentine's Day dance to Hark. Even though it was supposed to be the 12th, that's about 2 weeks ago. So we're gonna have that going on tomorrow night, and then I'll be back to work on Thursday between 2 to 7. So the only days I have, guys, for this week, 2 to 7 Thursday, and then me getting up early on Saturday. So I've got 9 to 2 afterwards. So it does not have anything else spiral or fly. So we want to have something, prepare and also guarantee. Not to have anything else trustworthy, but do what we can really add and tally. So that's going to be the plan for this week. So, like I said, if I sleep in on Thursday in the morning, before I go to work, worst case, I will be back on Sunday. But I do want to get Need for Speed Hot Pursuit back in order. But yeah, we're going to focus on bowling later on today. And then we have a Valentine's Day party tomorrow night. And then maybe Need for Speed on Thursday in the morning. Not sure. But I'll keep you guys info posted. If you guys have not connected to my channel, or if you guys want to catch more exciting stuff, you guys can let me know. If you guys want to catch more Final Fantasy XII Zodiac aids, having an hour and 40 minutes plus with our popularity, entertainment, and energy, with our biggest, largest, beautiful, strongest, amazing power of our community, you guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. Hit that follow button, guys. Like it and comment. I'm a little bit tired too, but like I said, if you guys want to see new games on the schedule as well, not sure what the plan is between the balance right now or the 75 from Chief. Here's the thing, I may or may not go back to Final Fantasy, but I'll keep you guys infoed ASAP if you guys have any questions. But make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. Remember, guys, 4 words only: follow, share, comment, and share it. So for example, like, share, comment, and follow. That's all you can do. And also, guys, the most important rule is love, support, and respect is the key. So you're awesome and creative. And yes, guys, knowledge is power. Anytime we manage to find people, actually, guys, we meet and greet, we want to have more people to involve, much more negotiations to take care of and bring to the table. But the more we fit in, the more we can upgrade together. The more we can increase stuff together, do stuff together, socialize together. That's all we can do. As long as we celebrate together and do what we can as a whole. But on that, guys, we can really have something to bring. Remember, we do it because we're driven and do something that makes it worthwhile. But anytime we manage to find people, socialize with people, and, if it's like if we're in a podcast, or, if you look at Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, or whatever, it's kind of like voicing your own opinion. But all we need to do is follow and share it on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Most of the entire time. We don't want to have to wait around forever for people to take orders from a restaurant or any meal that they're having, or waiting to sing somewhere in a concert or a talent show, if you will. But that's all we have to do, guys, is follow Sarah on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So whatever you guys can do, since we're wrapping the stream up, is like, share, comment, and follow. Like and share the stream, guys, and meet and greet when we get an opportunity. Remember, guys, the more we socialize, the more we can take something important. But I'm going to concentrate on bowling later on today. We have a Valentine's Day party tomorrow night. And then I'll be back at work on Thursday, and then on I won't bring Friday up yet, but I'll let you guys know by the time we get something important for that. So, but alright, guys, enough kidding around today. The most important thing to upgrade our channels. Like I said, guys, I want more W rates from you guys. I really do. If you guys do or do not have an admin system, I would advise you guys, I do the same, you guys do the same with me. So, the more we gain, the more we upgrade, the less people may or may not have technically, so. But the more we can handle, it's much more we can appreciate the facts, so. But as long as we do something together, we've got a chance. We've got one chance that we can, bring something at one time. But the most important thing, guys, to upgrade our YouTube channels is we watch our videos in full, like and share the stream, guys, bring our YouTube accounts together, bring more socialization at a time, and, guys, bring our social media and our podcast services all around the globe, like Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. So, yeah, do what we can. Take one step at a time, but here's the thing, guys, be one step closer than you think. But that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I may or may not be streaming on Thursday in the morning, depending how tired I am. If I sleep in or I do not sleep in. We don't know exactly, but I'll keep you guys info and posted. But if I do, we'll do something that we can do in tall order. So that's going to wrap everything up for today, guys. I will be back maybe Thursday for Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, even though it's been a while for us. If not, I will be back Sunday in the morning. Because by Tokyo for weekend mornings, same time, same channel. So, do what we can handle. Be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Like I said, guys, I'll be back maybe tomorrow. Actually, no, maybe Thursday. If not, I'll be back Sunday. So I'll keep you guys infoed and posted when we can. But alright, guys, kick your feet up, and if there's anything you want to ask, don't forget to comment. And guys, we are always filled with popularity, entertainment, and energy. The much we can really describe and also fulfill when we can. But yeah, guys, have a good rest of your Tuesday morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And until then, I will see you guys